Hey everyone, okay, so today we have a free masterclass and this is brought to you by Soniafyza. Now her Instagram and blog are in the description bar below. Now this is a class that she did with me because I really wanted to learn pretty much everything I could from her because she's so talented. So this is the video. It's been edited down, but everything is as it is. So moisturizer is applied to the face and there's a lot of this applied and it's blended into the skin gently and smoothly. Next comes the Wonder Glow. This is applied to the center of the face. Next is going to be another highlighter, and this is going to be applied to the kind of cheekbone area, and all of these products are going under the foundation because when you take a picture they will shine through and give the skin that luminous finish. So next comes foundation. This is done in two parts. So two foundations are being mixed, and again all product information is in the description bar below. And this is applied to the face and is then going to be blended with a beauty blender, and I've tried to keep in as much time as I can on these techniques because the blending aspect is very important. It's a pressing and rolling motion and it's pretty firm because she's trying to push the foundation into the skin so that it becomes one. So with the foundation being pressed and pushed into the skin, next comes eyeshadow. Cream eyeshadow is used as a base, and this is applied obviously with one of my brushes, which are available to purchase in the description bar below. So this is applied all over the eyelid, and again acting as a base instead of an eye primer, and blended with the fingers. Next comes the eyeshadows. This is going on top of and into the crease where the cream eyeshadow was applied. And it doesn't have to be neat or tidy because this is going to be tidied up. The edge of this will be tidied up with the concealer, as you will see, because a lot of people are going to want to really pay attention to the concealer part and the buffing technique part. So a darker shade is being applied to the outside corner of the eye and blended. Next comes the highlight shade. Again, just to highlight the brow bone and very softly blend the edges of the upper part of the crease so everything is flowy and beautiful. Now is coming the second part of the foundation. So the first part was placed on the skin and blended. We then checked to see if it was going to change color or if any additional product was needed. It also dries and creates a tacky base so that the second layer will really adhere. And again, that same technique, pressing, pushing into the skin with pressure. Here comes concealer. Now this is going to take a bit more time because I really wanted to show it in real time. Concealer that is one shade lighter than the foundation is being applied from the outside corner of the eye, the inside corner, all the way down, just shy of the lip line. It's patted and pressed into place with the finger. Now the same thing is going to be done on the other side of the face, exact same technique, pressing, and this is where the concealer will also start to tidy up that outside corner of the eye, creating that lift. Next comes the contouring section. Now this is not to create cheekbones, this is just to add dimension to the face. It's not going to change the shape of Liv's face. It's not going to try and give the illusion of sharp cheekbones and a sharp jaw. It's just to add dimension to the face because our faces are not flat, they're not one-dimensional. The contour shade is going to be placed along the jawline as well, and then also on the nose, as you can see. So now it's going to be blended. It starts to get blended with the contour shade first. Now, Pfizer is not going to blend out the contour until it's invisible. She's actually going to leave some visibility on the skin, and this will be taken care of at the end with the buffing technique. So this is very important. It doesn't need to be blended in so that it's completely invisible. The buffing technique is going to deal with this. So it's again patted and pressed into the skin with firm pressure. So you can see that some of the contour remains. Obviously the nose hasn't been blended yet, but you can still see where the lines were. And again, don't panic. This makeup is really, really good for photography, to have your picture taken, because it's gonna look just beautiful and dewy and glowing. And you can see that, especially at the end, Liv isn't caked in makeup. So here comes the concealer part. Again, a much longer tutorial. You will see how it is blended with a small beauty blender, firm pressure, and this is really, really blended. It takes about 2 minutes. See, it's a pretty long time in order to get that kind of flawlessness. Same sponge, going to be used to move out that contour color. We're going to set underneath the eyes. This is done immediately, and a pink powder is used and applied. Now, a generous amount is applied, but it's not left on the skin. There is no cooking involved or baking involved in this tutorial. It is patted and pressed in with the same beauty blender that was used to apply the foundation, which is a damp beauty blender. And you can see that it doesn't even need to be buffed away because it's really pressed into the skin. Now a brush is going to be used, mine obviously, and it's going to knock off any excess that's underneath the eyes. So now the concealer is dealt with, what's happening now is the upper part of the eyeshadow is being connected to the lower part. So smudging a line underneath the eyes to create that kind of sultry, beautiful effect. Next, a shimmer shade is being applied from the palette to the eyelid to give it a glisten and just to make it look a little bit more dimensional. And this again will really pick up on the camera. So highlighter is next. This is being applied to the upper part of the cheekbone area. Again, all products used in this are in the description bar. And this is to give that real glow. And this will really emphasize the products that we used underneath the foundation when the camera goes off. So additional contouring is now being done, and this is just to re-emphasize the contours and add dimension. Again, everything will be blended shortly. Blusher is being applied, and this is being applied right on the center of the apple of the cheek without smiling. Now we're going to cut underneath the cheekbone with the light pink powder. Again, this is not going to be baked or sat on the skin. It's brushed off immediately. The gorgeous Pfizer is going to fill in Liv's eyebrows, and she takes her time with this, literally drawing on one single stroke of hair after another. Brow gel is now applied to hold everything into place. Then you're going to curl the eyelashes and apply mascara. So mascara is being applied. Lots and lots and lots of mascara and individual fake lashes are going to be applied as well to the upper part of the eyelid. And you can see no eyeliner was used in this on the upper part. That's in order to keep the eye really open and bright. So lower lashes are next, and I've left this bit a little bit longer because I really wanted to show this. So she's applying mascara to the lower part of the lash line, but as you can see, it's not really precise just on the lashes. You can see it's just coming onto that lower part of the eye, and the reason is that can be cleaned up at the end, because once it's dry it flakes off and it will leave this beautiful slightly deeper effect right by the lash line. It is so clever and I love this part of it. So cleaning up now, as I mentioned, any mascara that may have gone on the lids is going to be cleaned up with a Q-tip, and this is that bit I was telling you about, knocking off the dried mascara, leaving that really deep lash line effect. Next comes the buffing technique. This is where we're going to pull everything together, starting at the neck, the face, all is being buffed in so that everything is one with the skin. The blusher, the highlighter, all the products underneath, the contouring, everything is buffed into the skin, and this will hold the makeup all day long. Next comes lips, favorite products, Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury, and then Bitch Perfect will be used, and you will see that why Bitch Perfect is my favorite shade, because it's just so pretty and goes with so many different looks. So lips are being filled in, and then lipstick will be applied. For lipstick, the outer part of the lips is being cut with concealer very gently and not really horrifically either, just to lift the corners, and then that's going to be blended in and set with powder, as you will see. But this is great just to lift the outer corners of the lips, to give that real kind of Cupid's bow, to give that real kind of cherub lip. You can see what I mean about the lipstick color now as well, why it's just so good, and it looks good on all skin tones and skin colors. So the outside corner where the concealer was is being set, then it's going to be buffed off, as you can see. Finally, the skin is going to be set with a setting spray, and that completes this masterclass. Please show Pfizer some love, follow her on her blog and Instagram, because you know this class was just amazing. Thank you, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.